friends, in this video we will make this project Ludo project using CSS and HTML. Let me show first. This is not a image, it is in a website. So we will make as it is. You can see this is a block, a bigger div, and this is also a div. This is also a div, and all are a small div. So let's make it. First open your VS Code and create a index HTML. So I have written some code. So let's erase, and also in the CSS part. So let's create. For creating this type of Ludo, we have to declare. First we have to write boiler code and write document name Ludo. After that, as you can see, there are loads of div. It is also a div, it is a div, it is also a div, it is also a div, and it is also a div. We can make this layout using grid, because without grid this layout is not be possible. So we will use grid to make this. As you can see, there are a bigger div. This div, Ludo div, divided into 15 into 15 parts. It means 15 row and 15 columns. So just make it and write there dot Ludo. After that, go to the CSS part and write. First we have to use body tag and margin 0 and padding 0. After that, select your Ludo div dot and assign the value grid display grid, and height is your 5550 pixel and width is also 550 pixel. And temporary we will give some background color. Let me give aqua and go to the website. Not showing. Let me see. I have not added or linked your style sheet. So let me first link CSS file. So styles.css and save and see. This is your div. So we have to position this div to the center. So give Ludo div margin auto. Now as you can see, your div position in the center. So after that, remove background color and give its border 1.5 pixel black and solid. As you can see, this is your Ludo div, and now we have to divide into 15 bytes. It means we have to assign the value of row and column. So grid, grid row, repeat, grid row templates, repeat 15 and size 1 fr. All 15's part divide equally. So gives 1 fr, and as it is we will give grid column, repeat 15 1 fr. Now we can see, inspect, as you can see your grid has been divided into 15 parts. Now this Ludo div is ready to assign all the div into its real position. So we will have to declare 77 div inside the this Ludo. So we will write has div 1 div dollar and 77. After that we will give some name. So class name, so use shortcut, we will replace id to class name, class ludo blocks and id, replace all id to this. So we have assigned some class value. So now we will give some background color all blocks. So we will give dot ludo blocks background color is your black, gray, background color gray, and border 1 pixel solid and black. Now as you can see, these are the blocks. So first, now we will give it size. So we need to make some red blocks. So we will take id div 1 and we will give its background color red. Now as you can see, its background color is red and we need to span the row value. So first we will span the column, 6 columns. So write grid column, your position, row position is your 1. Here is a column 1. So we will write column 1 and span 6. Now as you can see, your first block name. So let me first give some name here. Your div 1 is your 1. Now as you can see, here is your first block and its size, it takes 6 columns and it also takes 6 rows. So gives grid row. Your row number is also 1 and a span 6 rows. Now here you can see your red block is ready. and it's look like a Ludo. So now we will move to the your second block. So first access from the ID div2, and we will give its background color green. Here you can see your div2. So we have to position here. So we will assign grid column. It's it's take 6 columns and we have to leave 3 columns. So its position is 10. So 10 and a span 6 columns. Here you can see, and move grid row. Row number is 1 and a span 6. Here you can see it's look like Ludo. So now we will move to the third div, yellow part. So write ID div3 and give its background color yellow. And here you can see, first we will give div3 name. So now you can see your div3 is here. So we will position to the end, and your yellow body should be here. It means row number 10 and column number also be 10. So go to the style CSS and div3 grid row 10 and span 6 and column number grid column also be 10 and a span 6. Now you can see it has been positioned. So we will create as it is blue block. So we will take your div3 and div4. So here your div4, and we will give its background color has div4, and its background color blue, and each position should be same. So grid row your row number 10 and span 6. But see, we should position here. It means column number 1 and a span 6. It means grid column 1 and a span 6. Now you can see here it's something looks like Ludo. We have lots of work there. So let's move on and put into your home. When you go to enter this part, so we will make this part. So this is your div5. Temporary we will give its background color black. Div5, and its background color temporarily we will give black. This black part should be here. So your row number is your row number will be 7 and your column will also be 7. So your grid your row number 7 and a span 3. We have to span 3 columns or 3 rows. So a span 3 and grid column 7 and a span 3. Here you can see your Ludo half ready. So we will give its background image which is present inside the image. So we will give its background image URL and put inside image and your middle and background size. Now you can see your background is not adjustable. So give its size background size contain, and after that it's look like nice. After that we need to remove your background color which is applicable in this block. So remove that, and now you can see your Ludo is ready almost. So we will make here your a stamp. So give here a div. So first we will find your div name or your div, this div id. So go this and you can see your div 25, div 25. So go to the div 25 and this is your div 25 and create here img tag. Here you need to qualify img tag and we will put there your image and home.jpg. Now you can see here, but its size is too large. So we will have to give img. So we will give image size and width. So img tag height 100 90%. Okay, 90% and width 90% of the block. Now you can see this is be ready. So first we will access div 25. So div 25 and we will give its display flags and your justify content center and your align item also be center. And now you can see, and we will give img to border radius 50%. After that image converted into circle. So we have to create this into this block and this block. So we will copy this code, this img tag, and paste into all the parts. So first we have to access your div name. or div id your div 11. So paste into div 11, control V, and here your div 58. So paste into that 58, 58, and this div id is div 72. So go to the div 72 and paste also here and save this file, and now you can see this also is ready. So now we will give this block, this block, this block, this block, this block green. Okay, so we will create a red, green and yellow. So go to the style sheet and create dot red, and its property will give background color red, and we will give your class name red, then your block background will be red. So give red all blocks. So go to the and see if this div name is the div id, its div id is div 25. So give red to div 25 and go div 25 and give its class name red. So red, and save. Here you can see its background color change into red, and this block id is 37, 38, 39, 40 and 41. It's mean 37 to 41. So give red 37 to 41. So here 37, 38, 39, 40 and 41. We will give class name red and save. Here you can see its background color change into the red. So we will create one more class, and it's green dot green, green, and we will give property background color green. So go to this point, we have to give this block background green, and this, and this div id is div 11 and div 10, div 11 and div 10, div 11, find div 11. This is your div 11. We will give its green, and also in 11 and 10 green. Save, and this div id is 13, 16, 19 and 22. 13, 16. So give here 13, 16, 19 and 22. So we will give its green and save, and here some arrows blocks and save, and now you can see green. And as it is, we have to assign this block yellow. So create a yellow class. So yellow dot yellow, and give its property background color yellow, and assign class name yellow of all div. So here your div id is div 58. So find div 58, here your div 58, and give its class yellow, and save. Now you can see its background color yellow. So this div 46, 45, 44, 40, 43, 42, 46, 42 to 46. Okay, so go to the 42. Here you 42, 42, 43, 44, 45 and 45 will give class name yellow, and now you can see, and as it is we will give its blue background. So go to the style set and create a dot blue and give its property background color blue, and after that we have to assign this blue class to all block. So first we have to check your div id 72. So give 72 blue, 72 to blue, and save. And here this div is your 61, 64, 67 and 70 and 73. 61. Okay, so go to the 61. Here you 61 and 64, 67 and use 70 and give its blue. Save, and one more blue to 74. Not 74, not 73. 73. Save, and now you can see your Ludo almost ready. We need to create a inner div inside the bigger div. So create a inner div. Okay, so first we will create, first we will give your value div. So dot inner, and its size should be, your height is your 90% of your bigger div or parent div, and width 90%, not 75%. Okay, 75% and 75%, and we will give its background color white. White. Okay, so save and go to the HTML tag, and this is your 1 2 3 4, and inside that we have to declare your inner div. So dot inner. So first we have to remove all name. So press alt and select all position, and we will need to write dot inner and enter. And when we will save and we will see your result, so this is your result. And what we need to do, we need to give display flags to the bigger and justify content center and your align item center. So go to the your div1, here your div1, and give its display flags, justify content center, and your align item also be center. Align item center. Copy this part and paste to all remains 3 div. So copy and paste to the div 2, and also paste to the div 3, and also paste to the div 4, and save, and now you can see your result. So Ludo is almost ready. We have only a small work. We need to create a circle inside this white div and position using CSS Flexbox. So this is your homework and try, and we will cover. If you not able to do, so comment. We will create a one more video on that. So thank you and subscribe. Have a good day.